What's up, internet? I think today's day 15 of doing Stoner October / Sober October. Some days I'm sober, some days I just hit the pen a little bit. I don't need much. Just a little to start my day, and then I rock the rest of the day, sober style. Welcome to the channel again. I appreciate the few people that have made comments. That's really it means a lot to me, knowing that somebody's watching this stuff. But yeah, today's a good day so far. This past week was really rough. I'm just learning that anytime you remove something from your, of course intellectually you get it, but whenever you're taking something away that you're ingesting all the time, whether if it's food or drugs or whatever, sex, your body goes through, and psychologically, like, you go through like a divot, like a depression. It's like a withdrawal sort of thing. It's gonna happen with everything. If you're eating sugar every single day, and then one day you just stop, like, you're gonna go through a period where your body's like, hey, like, what are you doing to me? But you got to get through that. That's going to be the hardest part, for anyone who's like really struggling. Like, I have had days where, like, I'm trying to stop with whatever, and I'm really like, you feel like a weak bitch. You feel pathetic, and you end up caving, and then going out and, getting some whiskey or whatever your thing is, and then you feel guilty, and you're like, oh, I'm so pathetic. You got to try to time that just right, because the first day is critical. If you can get through the first day, then, the second day is always going to be better. So I would say like 3 or 4 days, but like a solid week. If you can get through like 7 days of getting off of whatever it is that you don't want to be on anymore, then I think you're golden, because then your psychological, your mind is going to start to balance out. And like, that's the hardest thing for me about, coming off all this stuff is, the psychological aspect of it, the depression. There's depression that comes along with all this stuff, and weird, like, dark, like, my mind goes to like dark places, like, randomly, just like, I don't know. It's all because you're like withdrawing off of this stuff. So you got to get through that period. My advice to anyone who's trying to quit drinking, quit smoking cigarettes, quit whatever, like, try to time it just right. Prepare. Get through the first day, of course, and then if you can do 7 days, 3 or 4 days minimum, but like a whole week, you absolutely will start to, your mood will improve. I'm just speaking personally, just for me personally, but that's what I would do. I don't even know what I should talk about today. I've always having, like, I like driving and doing these little clips here, because I get a lot of ideas when I'm just driving about. Something mentally that you could try to do. Just try to, like, create like a blueprint for some people, like something that you could try to do regardless of what you're going through in life, is go through like a life review. Like, really take some time to, almost like meditative state. I like to work. I'm working, and then I'll, like, that way it's almost in a meditative sort of way, and then you kind of just go back throughout your life. You don't have to focus on negative stuff. You can reminisce on positive things, that, enjoyable memories and things that you look fondly upon, and just go through your life and just kind of like comb through it, eventually you will stumble across, like, oh man, like, your heart's gonna drop, and like, you'll remember, like, oh my god, like, this happened, or I, like, embarrassed myself doing this, like, oh my god, that's right. And the past is the past, but you have to reconcile with your demons, with the things that you've done wrong, because almost the beautiful thing about human beings is we're not perfect. Everyone is different. Everyone, you could categorize people into groups, but like, ultimately everyone is, out of the box, is just a totally different soul entity. That's what, like, psychedelics and you know, pot, mushrooms will force you to face is mistakes and things that you regret, or maybe you know you hurt somebody and you feel guilty, or whatever the situation, or you had a loved one pass away. Like it'll like put that in your face and say like deal with this, and it can be challenging. It can kind of freak you out. I've definitely been freaked out by it, just like overwhelmed with, you know, negative emotions. So you do have to be careful with that. And it takes a strong mind. Like if you're a weak-minded person, you probably shouldn't be. I mean, that's all we want to do naturally is to just not think about it and like, okay, I just don't want to forget about that. So yeah, life review I think is a really good thing that I'm trying to. I sound so good now. I sound so like positive, but I swear when I'm not, I'm trying to like when a camera's not on my face, I feel like a pathetic yach. So coming up on 6 minutes here. So yeah, you can do it. Anybody can do it. Anybody can do this. It's just my message. Anyone can do this. You have to stand out though. You have to separate yourself and not do what everybody does, and you need to do what needs to be done. You know, whatever your situation is, just you can do it. Anybody can do it. I can do it. A big reason why I do these is because it's like therapeutic to myself, because I usually won't watch my stuff for a while, but like, you know, a year or 2 years, whatever, I'll listen to like some stuff that I said, and it is therapeutic to me. It's these things that I can't get out with another person. Like I don't have like, I wish I had like a intellectual colleague where I can like just shoot off ideas of whatever, but I don't have like a person that I can go deep with on some things, like, you know, reality and why pyramids were built and aliens and stuff like that. Yeah, it's therapeutic for me. So you can do it. You can do it. Anybody can do this. All right, stay strong. Don't be weak. Be strong. Fucking kill it.